Welcome to 49 Sports Games, and I thought I'd just do a quick video as I'm doing the final touches on 3-on-3 hockey. And so this is extra time hockey, or I guess in old times if there's bench clearing brawls and the teams are playing 3-on-3, but this is really designed to be part of the overtime, the 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. And so even though I don't think it was 2008, 2009 when that started, that's the teams I've got out here today. I've got Detroit and Vancouver. I've been playing through a bunch of 08, 09 teams. And the way 3-on-3 works, you don't have to worry about any strategies. All you need is your little player selection rows here, and then who's on the ice. So I've got these little cubes. So Vancouver's going to start with the Sedins and Kevin Bieksa on defense. Detroit will have Pavel Datsyuk, Marian Hossa, and Nick Lidstrom on defense. The way it works, there's the face-off. We got the puck is in the neutral zone. And you're just going to turn over a card. And you look at the face-off. High wins. Well, Datsyuk's high because he's a 7. If there was a tie, we'll go to the high O rate. And it says that the team in puck possession, they move into the attack zone. If the defenders, FDs, so in this case it's the centers, defensive rate is a 9 or plus, 9 or better, so Henrik Sedin creates a turnover. His team tries to transition, but they're unable to. They maintain control in the neutral zone. Basically 30 seconds of action's just gone by. Now what you can do is, the basic rules are you're just going to use 2 cards per minute and per shift. So you don't have to change shifts. But more advanced rules, I've been playing it both ways and I like it both ways, it just takes longer, is each card represents 1 shift. So 30 seconds of ice time, run your shift, switch the guys, but it gets to be quite a bit of line shifting. So we're going to go with 2 cards. Basically 1 minute per shift. So now we go into this action. So Vancouver has the puck and it doesn't really matter where it's at, but they do have it in the neutral zone. The action says if Vancouver has 2 players with a creative 11 plus, and they do. Henrik and Daniel are both 11 plus, so they get a choice shot. Well, the choice shot would probably be Henrik Sedin's in rating is a 7, that's the highest, and it's a +1, so it'd be an 8. And say Ty Conklin is a good, so his is going to be a 6. So it's an 8 versus a 6, and it's a 10 versus a 6. So Conklin makes a save, and there's no rebound, and so that's the first minute. And then you're going to just swap lines around, and kind of figure out who you want to have on the ice. I've been playing these teams enough; I know who I want to have out there. And we go into the second minute. High face-off wins. Well, they have the same rating. So it goes to the high O rate, and that is Zetterberg. He's a 14. So Detroit has control. They move into the attack zone but can't make anything happen. They end up going back to their own end. They still have control. We turn over a new card. It says the play goes back and forth. The defender, Vancouver, get caught making a line change. So Detroit have a 3-on-1. They move into the attack zone. FD is in +3. So you're going to move along the FD row. It's a right winger. And we have a right winger. Johan Franzen is a right winger. If there was no right winger, you just keep on moving until you have one of the 3 positions. So Franzen is going to be in +3. So 7 + 3 is a 10. And Luongo is a 7. So 10 versus a 7. It's a 6, so it's a good shot. And it's a 1, so it's also a good save. There's no rebound, good or any. It's just straight rebound here. It says that Vancouver, so Luongo makes a save. Vancouver gets control. They're going to transition quickly back the other way. If their high pass assist is 8+, and they are, both Pavel Demitra and Ryan Kesler are, they're going to move to the Detroit ends. This is going back and forth. So they're going to get a choice shot themselves from in +1. So let's give it to Demitra. So he's an 8 versus a 6. So we roll it up. It's a 2 versus 11. He scores. And so Pavel Demitra, after Detroit had a 3-on-1, Pavel Demitra goes back and Vancouver transitions the other way, and he gets a choice shot from inside because Detroit was caught up. And that's really how you got all that ice. That's just what happens, is you get things like that happening. And so anyway, that's just a quick look. If that hadn't been a goal, you would just, if he had made the save and maybe Detroit had possession, then you're just going to pick some new players to come out on the ice. I'm not even sure who that would be, but pick those guys there, and then you go on to the 3rd minute of play. And you're just going to read through it. In this case here, it says Detroit move into the attack zone. They're forward, their F, so the right winger is going to take a shot. They don't have a right winger, so it'd be the center. Phil Pula is going to take a shot on net. Goalie handles it easily. The puck goes to the D-man, so Mattias Olin has it for Vancouver. He makes a breakout pass to the other two for a 2-on-1. They move into the attack zone. The high shoot's in +3. High shoot is Alex Burrows, 8 +3. It would be an 11. So you roll it up again, he'd be 11. 9, 10. Well, Burrows would have scored had Dimitrov not scored on the first time. So having played through this many times, the number of shots seem to be about right. The number of games that go to shootout seem to be about right. So it's actually getting close. But anyway, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to show you some of the design process. You can see that there's still, well, not too many words written on these cards, but it's been a day of changing cards around and getting the game ready to go. And so this is the 3-on-3 part of it. And so thanks for taking a few minutes to watch.